So the Mustard Seed Project actually started way back in 2006. It's founded by Edie Morgan, and we're on the Key Peninsula, which is a rural area of Pierce County, which is mostly an urban county actually, but because we're a peninsula kind of geographically isolated from the rest of the county, Edie was very concerned about support for seniors in the community as people get older. And the founding mission of the Mustard Seed Project was to support Key Peninsula seniors to age in place in their homes safely. So she created programs to help with that, transportation programs, home repair, friendly visitors, all that kind of stuff. And then also had a building, and now we have a senior center building for people to come to and have classes and enrichment activities and that kind of thing. However, one of the things that Edie realized back then was that even if you have a whole suite of programs to help people age in place safely, if somebody gets to the point where they need supportive care, assisted living, memory care, those kinds of things, they'd have to go outside of the community to find it, because we actually had no assisted living or memory care or nursing home care on the Key Peninsula back in 2006. So her original vision was that we would figure out a way to build that out here. And so she started that in 2014 as a real effort to plan and raise the funds for assisted living and memory care here on the Key Peninsula. It was a lot of work. There were a lot of road bumps there, and including coming up with the funding to build the building. But fast forward to 2024, we were able to do that with the help of the USDA and their Community Facilities Rural Direct Loan Program. We were able to raise the funds we needed from donors and foundations, which is about $6 million. And then we were able to build the building with a construction loan with USDA support of $7.8 million. So we began construction in November of 21, and we were able to finish the building by the end of 2022, December 31st, 2022. But we weren't able to get our license until May of 2023. So we had a little bit of a gap there between finishing construction and opening. But now here we are in April of 2024. The building has become home for 27 elders as of today. We expect our full census when the building is full to be about 32, 34 elders in the building. And every single person in the building is from the Key Peninsula. And we're open to taking people from other places, but that's just the way it worked out. So now I can actually say to people that the mission of the Mustard Seed Project is to help KP seniors to age in place safely in their homes and in their community, which is something I wasn't able to say before because people had to go wherever they could find that care. And as I worked through this project, I heard a lot of stories from local folks, sad stories about people who needed that care, but the village, Mustard Seed Village, was not here yet. And so they had to go to other places. The local doctor, Dr. Rose, said it was like they'd moved to Mars, and people lost touch and then they passed away. So we're really grateful for the USDA's support, for the support of this whole community to build Mustard Seed Village, because now Key Peninsula elders have a place in this community. If they need that supportive care, they don't have to go somewhere else. And their friends and their family can stop by and visit whenever they want.